All right, welcome to the Day Game Immersion launch. It's finally here. This is so exciting. This is something we've been kind of keeping secret. It's kind of been on the low. We've been working on it very, very, very hard for the last few months with all the preparations and the planning and all that kind of stuff, and no one else has known about it. And we started to kind of like seed little hints here and there in the emails. You might have seen it, but it's finally here. This is the most exciting thing we've done ever. I mean, Day Game's been going for 5 years, I think. The flagship thing we did was the Day Game Blueprint back very early on in the first year or two, and since then we've done some really interesting projects, but nothing to this level, nothing at this kind of caliber. And the reason why I'm so excited about this is because it raises the bar of the entire dating advice industry. I mean, I thought I raised the bar with Day Game Blueprint, but what this does is it kind of sets a brand new paradigm of how to teach something like this. I mean, the reason why this is such a, I use the term paradigm shift, is because normally with information products, this is how it works. Somebody is on stage talking and teaching everything they know and doing their best to try and explain it in a way that makes sense to the person at home watching. And then the person at home has to then kind of bridge the gap between what they've understood from that person explaining it to then going out there and trying to apply it. But which is what we've attempted to do with Day Game Blueprint, and we attempt to do with all our products. And this is kind of the default way most people work when they're trying to teach something through this medium, through like online. So I wanted to kind of set the bar higher, because the problem with these kind of things is that you go out there and you try it and you won't get it right the first time. You will make mistakes. But the problem is you won't be able to see what you're doing wrong. You know, all you've seen so far is examples of the person on stage explaining to you, breaking down how it should work, how it should be done. But then when you try it and it doesn't quite go the way you planned, or you think you're doing it how you're supposed to do it, but you're not getting the same results. Anyone who's been doing this for a certain amount of time, or they've gone out and tried it and they've just found that they haven't been able to get the same results that they're seeing on the video, and they're not sure why. They're like, well, I think I'm doing it right, you know? So then the only other solution is to then come on a boot camp, or you know, even more money, come and do a residential course. But without the person over your shoulder going, oh, okay, no, what it is actually you're doing this wrong and this wrong. Some people can find it difficult to transition from that, you know, the computer knowledge to actually applying it in real life. So what I wanted to do with Day Game Immersion is set out to do something radical, something that I don't think has been done ever before. So what we did is we took what is our platinum high-end course that we run, which is the residential course, which is where somebody comes and lives with our instructors in central London or wherever we run it in the world. And that person is just guided through this intense, immersive experience where they live and they breathe this. And every single little thing they do is scrutinized, it's filmed, it's analyzed by the world's best instructors who teach Day Game. And by the end of it, they are transformed. They come out a completely different person. Now, obviously, this is expensive and people have got to pay for their flights and stuff, and this is not something which is that accessible to most people. So I thought, can you take this and make a digital version of this? And as I started to think about that and started to think how that could be possible, I started to realize that it had merit, that it could be done. And around the same kind of time, I was preparing for this this product that we released called Geek Get Girl, which was me going out there and, you know, chatting up girls and explaining what I'm doing right and wrong and stuff. But the difference was, and I said this, I admitted this as part of, you know, in all the emails I sent out and stuff. What this wasn't was me saying, hey, this is how it's done. This is me being amazing. This is me at the top of my game. I admitted and said the point of this Geek Get Girl is actually showing you that when I started filming, when I went to New York and started filming, I hadn't approached anyone in months. I've been working solidly on the business. So what I was doing in this product was showing you my mistakes, my trip-ups, my faults, and showing you and pointing out what happens when you make these mistakes. And then I showed myself correcting them and seeing the difference. So it was slightly different than what we've done before. And it was slightly scary and nerve-wracking from my perspective to do that, because I'm, making myself vulnerable, I suppose, and showing people my fuck-ups and mistakes. But the response we got was amazing. Guys loved the mistakes more than the successes. I got more positive comments from the mistakes and the errors and the things I was doing wrong than when they did it right. And that kind of, it fanned the flames of this idea that was inside me, this idea that was growing. And what I realized was that everything out there is guys showing you how it's done. And I thought, how powerful would it be if we could take 6 guys and film their transformation over some kind of a residential course, and film all of their mistakes, all of their successes, and film the world's best day gamer breaking down their footage and explaining exactly what's going wrong and when. I mean, we know that we've been teaching boot camps for 5 years now, and we know that the video analysis part of the boot camp is the most amazing part. It's where guys get to experience the kind of analysis that only sports, athletes would normally get to experience. But during these 7 days, these guys are going through this experience, and after 7 days of that level of intense day game training, they are completely different people. So if we did this and we filmed the entire thing, and then we packaged it up and made it accessible for people to watch online, then people could learn from those other guys' mistakes and come out of the end completely changed people as well. That was my idea, and that's where Day Game Immersion was born. And we did it, we filmed it. It was a chaotic nightmare logistically to get it all done. But hey, we're not like a super professional film crew. We're just a bunch of guys trying to, make this thing work. But it worked, and we pulled it all together, and it was the biggest project I've ever worked on. But it was super rewarding. It was really rewarding, because they all 6 of these guys went through these amazing transformations, and it was so rewarding to see. And so here we are. Day Game Immersion launch. This is video 1. Now during this this launch, I'm going to try and teach you something in every one of these videos, so that you come away, even if Day Game Immersion isn't for you, I want you coming away from this feeling like you've grown, you've improved, and you've learned something. So in each of these videos, definitely make sure that you keep checking your inbox through the next week or the next 2 weeks, or however long this is going on, because you don't want to miss these videos. I'm going to make sure we pack them with some really great information, so you can come away improved and changed. Now in this video, we're going to be focusing on one of the guys called Halldor. And this guy is such a great guy. And when we were interviewing the guys to come on this course, we had so many guys want to come on the course, obviously, and we could only have 6. And I interviewed loads and loads of guys, and I spoke to Halldor. And his story really kind of warmed my heart when I spoke to Halldor. And you'll see the details in a minute. We're going to show you this video showing Halldor's progression and showing Yad, pointing out the main things that Halldor was doing wrong, and how he corrected them and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to show you that in a second. But Halldor had grown up he's from Iceland, and he didn't even interact with women at all, really, until he was like in his mid-20s, And I think Halldor is in his late 30s now, or something like that. So he arrived on the course with really hardly any confidence and experience with women at all. And it was one of those classic guys where he turns up and you see, like, this guy has so much potential, because you know how far he can, how far he has the potential to come. And it was great having him on board. The main thing that Halldor struggled with when he first started was more just about like this belief that he could do it, the belief that he could approach an attractive girl and represent a value and be a valuable person and attract her. And it was amazing seeing Halldor start. No confidence, girls didn't want to talk to him at all. And then some pretty amazing things happened towards the end. And a really heartwarming story and confessions from Halldor about how he feels changed inside. So let's watch that now, and then I'll do a little summary at the end about the main teaching points you can take away from that. So enjoy the video.
If I could sum up my dating experience, it would be coincidental, accidental almost. Disaster movie, sometimes. I was like one of the geeks who I had my 5-6 circle of geeky friends. We played computer games and that was it. I had my first girlfriend when I was like 13. And she wasn't even that attractive, but it was like, hey, let's give this a try. It's still frightening to approach. And it doesn't make any sense. I think a lot of guys will just, yeah, it's terrifying. But when you think about it, like, what do you mean? Why would it be terrifying? It doesn't make any sense. But it just is.
Whenever you're ready,
Excuse me. I just saw you from over there and I thought you looked really nice.
Pause, don't sweat it, man, don't sweat it. Paused a little bit, you know, like you got in front of her and it was just like, and then that's when she walked round, so she did actually stop to start off with.
I like Science Museum, but I'm a geek, so I don't know. Are you a geek? No. Are you like English?
Yes.
Ah.
Late for class, I'm sorry.
Late for
A class.
a class? A class in what? Okay. I would like to take you out sometime if you...
I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend.
You got to the ending and you went gay on the number post. Now she did have a boyfriend and she did actually say that she'd love to come out, but the way you said it wasn't like a man.
Excuse me.
A little bit weak.
Yeah.
A little bit flaccid. If that was a penis, that would be like that right now.
My hope for this week is that I will gain the confidence that I can see an attractive girl and not be terrified. And just feel like I have the skill set to have a 5-minute conversation where I come across as somebody who's attractive. Excuse me. Oh, didn't mean to be like startling you. I just noticed you from over there and I thought you looked really nice. I just noticed you from over there and I thought you looked really nice.
Yeah, she gave me feedback there. Do you know what the feedback was? She didn't hear you. She goes, sorry, and she stepped away. Yeah.
So what brought you to London?
I'm working here, live, working, everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what's your job?
Some technical things.
Technical things?
Yeah.
You look like a fashion stuff, not technical stuff.
Yeah.
What kind of technical?
Oh my god. Sorry, don't have too
No,
much time.
sorry, sir. No worries.
Yeah.
So 3 questions, 3 strikes and you're out. 1 question you might get away with. In fact, most of the time you get away with. 2 questions are very tricky. 3 questions, you're out.
No worries. Nice to meet you.
You too.
In 1 year from now, I would love to be in like the situation where I know 4 or 5 girls who all like me and get along, and I could date them or not date them, and I could like move into a permanent relationship if I feel like, yeah, this is the girl for me. That would be my dream. Got in front of her like, holy crap, she is gorgeous.
Tell her that, say the truth. It'll
But isn't that
so much better?
you got the longest legs I just have ever seen. What I noticed about you was that
My hat.
your hat.
Yeah.
Did you skin it yourself?
No.
Did you come from a funeral? You got that kind of.
No, I come from work.
You come from work.
Yeah.
It's like Batgirl or something.
I have to go to school. I'm late for my English class.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I thought like I need to feed my squirrel. That was. Thought you look really nice, so I just had to come up and say hello.
That's very nice. Hello.
Hello. So, you look like a typical London girl.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad
Oh
thing.
yeah, typical. I feel like you're typical. That's really bad.
We're
Typical.
approaching girls in the street.
Oh, you think so? How
Well,
do you,
maybe.
how would you, give me advice. What should I do? I should get drunk and go to clubs.
Not necessarily, no.
Excuse me.
I can hear you back on my phone.
I just noticed you from over there and I thought you looked really nice and I just had to say that. Say hi.
Thanks.
This is really nice. You must have made just a beautiful bit of impact.
Okay, well, what's your name?
My name is Halldor.
Nice to meet you. Are you German or are you Swedish or are you?
What would you guess? Yeah, I would guess German, you're wrong.
Northern European.
Northern European. Go really north, go really north.
Really north?
Yeah,
Really?
like North Pole stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Iceland?
Yes.
Seriously?
Oh, very
I
good,
love
very
it.
good.
I love it.
Have you ever been?
No, I'd really like to go to Iceland.
Oh, you should.
Your colouring, you can sort of see this. Yeah.
Oh,
Blue eyes, pale.
yeah.
It's nice.
Is that your kind of look?
Yeah, it is.
And it's quite hypnotic, isn't it? When you really gaze into someone's eyes and they're gazing into your eyes. It's such a beautiful moment. You can't ever compensate for it with anything else.
I didn't mean to embarrass you.
It's not embarrassing, it's actually quite nice. That's good because lots of British men aren't very forward, so it's a good
Oh.
thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, they need to learn.
They need to learn.
Icelandic men are not really forward too.
Not just really unusual.
I'm really pushing myself. Like sometimes you just see something, you just have to. Like I got to do something.
I love the enthusiasm, man, the positivity, the animated tonality. That's a key thing we've not discussed much. Being animated in your tonality. Like the way you went, I just have to say something, you know, it's just so in the moment, it's so pure.
I'm walking this way. Do you want to walk this way or are
Yeah.
you going?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I just want to talk out.
Tell us briefly about the end. So you walked all the way to a house?
Yeah,
Unbelievable, okay.
that was very nice.
Okay, did she invite you in? What happened?
She didn't invite me and it was like, okay, now we're here. Let's exchange numbers and see what. Maybe we'll, meet up tonight.
If you can do that, mate, after 6 days, there's, the sky's the limit, really.
How are you feeling? You had a good day today?
I had a very good day. Very good day.
Like the girl nearly took you home, but isn't it amazing how far you've come in just 1 week?
Oh yeah,
So how do you
huge. For the last 15 years or something, I've had this kind of feeling in my chest. Fear, anxiety, discomfort. Last Thursday was like one of the first times in my life when I felt like, whoa, it's like really small. It's like, it's minuscule. It's like, it's really gone down.
Wow, that's huge.
That's huge for me.
That's great. There we go, how cool is that? That's just one of the guys and there's still 5 other guys. Now, during this launch, we haven't got time to show you the stories of all 6 guys. But in the next few videos, you're going to see some more stories from some of the other guys. So hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this launch. It means a lot to me that you're part of something that means so much to me. And like I said at the start, make sure you are checking your inbox every single day because you do not want to miss the next video. In the next video, we're going to talk about the next guy's story, and the problems he was facing was completely different. So the advice he was getting, the stuff that Yad was saying to him was completely different because everyone is different. Everyone comes at this from their own, they've got their own story, they've got their own things that they get wrong and do when they're talking to girls that they're really attracted to. So make sure you watch the next video so you can learn exactly what was going on with this guy so you can apply it to your own dating life. So I will see you guys in the next video.